In 1981, Dr. Benjamin Aaron was called upon to serve our country while the whole world watched and waited.
It was a cold day, and I'm sitting at my desk. I had the radio on, and I was listening to a favorite classic music station of mine that airs in D.C. area. And there was a break-in of an emergency announcement. And the announcement said something like, there was an attempt on the president's life at the Washington Hilton Hotel, and that it was believed that he was not injured. Within about maybe 2 minutes, I heard a whole bunch of sirens, and I became aware of the fact that this thing was coming to our hospital. About that time, I got a call on my pager, Dr. Aaron, stat to the emergency room. As I'm walking through the emergency room, I'm looking around trying to figure out what the depth of this whole business was. The crowd parted, and there I was looking at President Ronald Reagan. And it was at that moment in time I really grasped the enormity of what I was getting involved in. People sort of turned to me and said, Ben, what are you going to do? And I said, I think clearly the best thing to do would be to take him to the operating room and deal with this problem. His wife met him as he was going to the operating room, and that's when he said, honey, I'm shot. I guess I forgot to duck. He was on the operating table, lying on his back, being induced by anesthesia. He reared up on his elbows, pulled his mask off of his face, looked around, and said, I sure hope all you folks out there are Republicans. Everybody just cracked up. One of our guys, who was a lifetime Democrat, did pipe up and said, well, Mr. President, for today, we're all Republicans. There was a brief little instance of we couldn't find the bullet. You could have cut it with a knife because everybody's thinking, ooh, I wonder what happened with that bullet. And of course, I could see the headline in my brain, Surgeon leaves bullet in the chest of the president. That did not register well with me at all. That was a God thing, I think, really, that we were able to get that bullet and get it out. And I held it up in the air for everybody to see. And then up scurries a Secret Service person with a paper cup in his hand, to whom I delivered that bullet. There's probably hundreds of surgeons in the country could have pulled that surgery off, no problems. But I was the one that was selected, and I thought, this surely is not an accident. I think God was there helping me, calming me, helping me make the right decision, and I think God was operating in the situation.